For Your Money is brought to you by NelsonCorp Wealth Management.
It's now time for Your Money. We're joined by David Nelson, CEO of NelsonCorp Wealth Management. Welcome back, David.
Thank you very much.
So interest rates have been a primary subject this year, but it isn't always just the level of rates. What other measures do you look at to assess markets?
Good point. When it comes to bonds, it's a little different than stocks. I think stocks are pretty straightforward from the standpoint of people understanding. But when you talk about bonds, there's different quality of bonds and different variables that come into play. Typically, the starting spot is like a 10-year government bond, and the big driver there is just interest rate risk, which is what we've experienced over the last year and a half, 2 years. Today, we're going to add a little something to this, and that's going to be more of a lesser quality bond, high yielding type bond. So the chart that I brought along today is basically illustrating here the yield spread, and it's kind of looking at the difference between a 10-year government bond and what you can get in a higher yielding bond. And we're talking about the terminology is a junk bond or a high yielding bond, kind of the same. These are from corporations, and the corporations that aren't as probably reliable, if you will, as far as from the standpoint of comparing to the U.S. government. But many of these bonds are worth individuals considering. And what the chart is illustrating is it's showing on the far right-hand side there that rates have come down. And as far as for people looking for yield, this is a pretty good opportunity as far as they may want to take a peek at.
So what message do you think investors should be taking away from this data?
Don't just focus solely on high-quality bonds. There's other opportunities. They have additional type of risks. But if you understand the risk and you can live with some of that, you can pick up quite a bit as far as in yield.
If you missed any of our discussion, we'll make it available for you on ourquadcities.com.